I'm not sure. Show yourself!
Kaedehara Kazuha. It's you, at last.
Aha! What's your problem?
Indeed, there's... But what if instead of facing Amino Mayuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
Now that you mention it, it is... Whoa, whoa! Shh!
Tatarigami energy often lodges itself with... The blade has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years. Or rather, as a means to occupy Amino...
You're sharper many years as a descendant of the Kaedehara clan.
I presume it has something to do with the Raiden Gokaden.
Indeed. He was a bladesmith of great renown, and sure enough, in the end, he achieved what he had set out to do. He not only bestowed upon me, in her conceit, the Raiden Shogun lost not only the single most perfect blade in the entire world.
So... swords?
The people of the time in which I was born never believed I had that kind. After the death of my creator, I decided to leave I seek but one thing. To face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power.
So Aminome, you tell me, what happens to those you've possessed?
My hosts? Who cares what happens to them? When they got tired or injured or unusable, I hopped to the next one in line. After I returned to Inazuma, I decided to bide my time at long last. I'm approaching my journey's destination. Kaedehara Kazuha, you stood against the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. Now, give your body over to me!
Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
Join me and sever that divine light!
Wind
Do not stand in my way.
Your bluff's foolish.
Lost. Even if you defeat, he is but a puppet that can be. The end result is the same. And even if I were to lose my physical form by any means necessary.
Your fighting style. It is indeed the forms, but from your movements, I sense only hatred and...
Really? You can tell all that just from...
As I've mentioned before, since the blade is currently possessing Aminome, if you ask me, the mania is...
Are you trying to claim that I am help? On his deathbed, he passed to me. In that regard, why would...
Because all of that is in the past. I've been wondering why you've not caused more trouble in all the years that you've been in Inazuma. Now that I've seen inside your mind, after all the time that's passed, you have grown weak.
Oh, that's right. Paimon remembers now. Mr. Nagato had a habit of never touching his collectibles.
Only when Mr. Nagato witnessed his wife's distress and decided to sell his...
And what a...
Well, that brings me to... You were determined to fulfill your maker's ambition, whatever the cost. I think you realized your limitations long ago. The more you clenched your teeth and pressed forward, the greater your fear of losing everything you had achieved grew. But the way I see it...
What would you know about any of this? I'm just one step away.
You returned to... Even if you were to sever that divine light. Is this truly the outcome that... Sure, you inherit... How could you
Silence! I must achieve my... I will concede that you are most perceptive.
And you should face reality.
Easy for you to say. Facing reality offers me nothing. I have no need of anything that would stand in my way. Not hesitation. It is pointless to argue further. Dissent.
How stubbornly you... I do not believe for a second that you can challenge the almighty Shogun in your current state.
What? Surely you're not...
Very well. Then find yourself some enemies with whom, once we have dealt with them.
And as for your end of the bargain, if you lose...
I accept.
Don't do this, Kazuha!
This is the only way to save Amenoma Yuya. The cursed blade's strength is currently very weak. The power of the Tatarigami lies in intense...
But...
Even if things take a turn for the worse, we have a chance here to save an innocent victim. I am willing...
Your disdain for me betrays your woeful ignorance now.
Kazuha?
I felt a little dizzy at first. It's all right. So far, this was... I will.
What should we do next?
We find some enemy. Although this blade has endured much turmoil, if a blade built for Ishin art cannot enter it, if he wants to avoid reality, then we need to fight until he has no choice.
Wait a minute! Paimon remembers hearing about something from the adventure. Since the Takasukasa clan abandoned that secret...
All right.
What about Amenoma Yuya?
The blade says he'll let Amenoma Yuya trail us silently.
Are we sure this is a good idea? Okay, fine.
Illusion shattered!
Leave everything on this journey to me. Wind strike!
There's more! My blade! To the ferry! It's my lucky day!
Wind strike! As one with wind and cloud!
How are you feeling?
I'm all right. Though he's making every effort to persevere.
Something else on...
How strange. Let's keep going.
My blade! Boom! To the ferry!
Wind strike!
Let's get down to business!
Clouds high. The birds call!
To the ferry!
blade.
I can sense that his strength, he cannot hold out much longer.
But what would...
I will be careful with it. He's still Time to go.
Look out! Ambush!
As one with wind and cloud. Wind strike.
Are you okay?
Yes,
The shine's grown a bit dimmer.
perhaps this time we'll finally.
True form? What are you... Is this the same blade as before? It looks like a piece of...
If you choose to continue in the state, maybe you did truly. It barely needs stating anymore. Your ambition is a flight of fancy. I've finally figured out why you wanted to reach a state of... But regrettably, we are not the only one who truly
There they are! Take them down!
Where do they keep coming from? Yup. We...
Don't worry. It's just... Time to go.
This will end you!
Wind strike. Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
You fought...
You are a true Kaedehara. No one knew anything of my story. I thought that if I could achieve Ishin...
But in this too, you have failed.
Indeed. No matter too much time has passed. My physical... Yours is the blade that took off.
Actually, this is just a... Forging and maintenance are both important for... This blade has traveled the land with me for many years. Skill. Blade. There is something else I must tell you. Though your maker may not... Tatarigami is a malevolence from the ancient past. Though you tried to cooperate with me while I was wielding you.
I sensed it, but...
I resisted its temptations because I feel a great sense of regret for you. The moment you embarked on this journey, you lost the... You have known this for a long time.
He gave me everything. How could I possibly... I said to him...
Aww.
I believe our bet is now settled.
Where are you going, Kazuha?
He now has neither the ability nor the motivation to... When I touched the hilt, a bladesmith lay quietly. A newly forged blade lay by him.
Wow.
Indeed, he spent the rest of his life. He felt intense regret at being tricked, so he instructed all he wanted to...
So, but after that, the...
Right. This blade... Yes. Time would not... He seems to...
When I once told him that But darkness. Not only did I...
You are finally seeing
Since we agreed to the... But I still cannot... So... May I ask...
Hey! Now you're...
It has to be done in my physical...
His attitude... What do you think, Kazuha?
Let's hear it.
Thank you all. Alas, nor have I ever... My fights were devoid. You are...
Oh?
I will release Ame no Mayuya and you must have plenty of reasons to both hate me and...
Understood. Then let's start by...
I see. I utterly despise him and his act. If a duel can help to set this, I do not wish to be a mere...
There's no need to worry.
Thanks for your help.
All right, then let's move on. More Ronin could appear at any moment. In any case, for a final duel, I think we should...
This reminds Paimon a bit of the crux. Yep, we still can't. Still. Are you ready?
Ready? Okay. Successor of Ishin art.
Successor of Amenoma art.
Honored to cross blades with you.
It is my honor also.
Wind Strider. Clouds high, the birds call. Wind Strider.
Thank you. Although his sense of...
You also fought well. There are a few things.
I must apologize to you for...
You need not seek my forgiveness. It is too late.
I do not wish for forgiveness. I only hope I strayed far from... I beseech you.
Yes. I too...
Thank you. Success.
This blade has also told me that he has another wish. Maybe we can go back there together.
What does he want?
I'm not sure.
I am sorry to have...
A prized Ishin blade. But I have some good news as...
Really?
Yes. Badly wounded. And now that Hyuya is...
I think I know what you want.
What's wrong, Kazuha? Is the blade...
Yes. He said he wants to take control.
What? No way!
He tells me that he's thought of another way to fulfill... I have decided...
You... But... He...
Thank you. Okay. I am ready.
My power is almost spent. Without him, my eventual demise is inevitable. But if I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything? You mean...
Yes, the cost is my entire consciousness. You were right. There's nothing that I can accomplish now. But there's still a chance for Ishin art. Once remade, I will be a valuable resource for your studies. Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet to come. Even if I am not the one to prove its might to the Shogun, as long as it is an Ishin blade, crafted by Kaedehara hands, it will still fulfill his final wish. Thank you, son of the Kaedehara clan. Over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all. I'm ashamed to utter it, yet it remains strong in my mind. Kagotsurube Ishin. This name is now yours to keep.
Rest in peace.
So, that's why his conscious...
Kagotsurube Ishin. It seems like deep down, only in the final moments.
Seems like he really
The same fervent ambition that gave him the motivation to keep going forward. Speaking for myself, I'd rather see him recognize. I understand. Perhaps this is a flaw. Hearing his wish to rival the divine light, your quest to face the gods and trace your sibling inspired. After everything I've seen,
Oh, Kazuha?
I will continue to support you from this point on.
Wait! Shouldn't we also...
Oh, you're right. And it's also time to get...
The Tenryou Commission has already attended to the danger.
Wow, you should...
Then we needn't recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my answer.
What's this?
Kagotsurube Ishin. A weapon crafted using a by means of a series of fortuitous events. And so, it looks like I will likely continue with my...
I see.
The Kaedehara clan has always been a family of blades. Were I to accept your goodwill, I may find my...
You misunderstand.
I am aware, but I still desire to continue walking my own path.
Very well, I can understand. Then let's pretend this offer was never raised. However, if you should ever change your mind or find yourself in need...
Great. Thank you for your generosity.
Where will you travel to next, Kazuha?
As for my next destination, let's see where the wind takes me.